Welcome to What's New in Burbank. This December 14th ribbon cutting marked the opening of what may be the coolest place in Burbank this holiday season.
On a lovely 75 to 80 degree day, what does Burbank think of but ice skating?
The Rink in downtown Burbank is now officially open for business in the parking lot behind City Hall for outdoor holiday ice skating. The rink will remain open every day through January 7th, 2018, allowing you to skate under the sun or stars. The hours are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily, extended to 11:30 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. General admission for unlimited skating with no re-entry is $10. It's $6 to rent skates, and for an additional $8 you can rent a Bobby the Seal or Tommy the Reindeer skating aid. Before or after your skating session, skaters are encouraged to explore downtown Burbank, where hundreds of shops and eateries are decked out for the season. For more information about the rink and special events like Saturday skating lessons for kids and adults and Sunday curling lessons, go to dtnbur.com. If there's a tree and children's bicycles on the steps of Burbank City Hall, it can only mean that the Burbank Bike Angels are one step closer to putting a smile on scores of children's faces this holiday season. The year-round volunteers of the Burbank Bike Angels have been doing this for 9 years, restoring used bicycles for less fortunate kids in the community. About half the bikes will be given away through the Burbank Salvation Army, while the others will be distributed by a number of Burbank nonprofit organizations. This year, the Bike Angels will be giving away 150 bicycles. That brings the 9-year grand total to more than 1,500.
To be a Santa's helper, you have to have certain requirements, and the main requirement is that you have a good heart. Now, these volunteers have awesome hearts. They spend hundreds of hours each year working on bikes, detailing them till they look like new, and sharing them with kids throughout the community.
The Burbank Bike Angels, it's the best grassroots volunteer program that I have ever been affiliated with. But it wouldn't be possible without the gratitude, the hard work, the love from the volunteers.
I have a 4-year-old at home, and lately she's been asking me over and over again, are Santa's elves real? She really asks me this, and now I can tell her they're real. Santa's elves are real because all of the volunteers, all of the organizers, Elaine, all of the people who donated bikes, everyone from the fire department, from the city who's made this possible, you are all channeling the spirit of Christmas. You are all Santa's elves.
If you drive anywhere near a Burbank school in the morning, you might run into a little traffic. Well, 3 years ago, a new principal arrived at John Burroughs High School, and she changed a few things that have made that morning rush more tolerable.
So when I first got here, the students freely crossed the crosswalks, and they would, one at a time. And so it congested the traffic, and students riding their bikes didn't feel as safe because there's always cars in front, and there's a lot of congestion in front and around the school. So when we put administrators, assistant principals at the corners, and they hold back students for 30 seconds to a minute, and then let them all go at once, it regulated the traffic a little more, and traffic flows more smoothly. And without having enough bike racks and skateboard racks, students didn't have a place to park or put their skateboards. So we more than doubled our bike racks, and we tripled the skateboard racks. And if you build it, they will come. Lots of students started bringing their bikes because they didn't have a place to lock up their bikes. So once there were more bike racks, more and more students brought their bikes, and skateboarders brought their skateboards, and they're locked outside and they're safe. And now we have many more students riding their bikes and bringing their skateboards and getting them locked up, and so they're safer.
On Wednesday, December 6th, the Burbank Parks and Recreation Department held a reception for the Burbank Arts Beautification Program at the Colony Theater. The program is in its second year and is a project of the Burbank Cultural Arts Commission. 5 artists were commissioned this year to paint city utility boxes with decorative art, adding to the 7 already completed utility boxes from last year. Several of the artists were on hand at the event to receive recognition as well as talk about their experiences with the program.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very, very nice experience, especially when you're working outside and you are not just painting, but you are also dealing with people asking you questions and telling you what they think about what I'm doing, and asking questions about what is this, what is that, and how are you going to do that, and it's just like completely different. Every single part of the process there was someone close to me and talking, and I said, oh wait, I have to paint, but it was a very nice experience. It was completely new to me, and I learned a lot. Actually, it was my first time painting, pretty much.
I love the project itself. I think it's an amazing thing that they're doing. Just the fact that they're turning these boxes into a piece of art is just amazing, and we get to do that, so it's wonderful, and I'm just happy to be part of it.
This year's artworks can be found around the city at Robert E. Gross Park, Ralph Foy Park, Mountain View Park, the Starlight Bowl, and the DeBell Golf Club. The Caltrans I-5 Empire project continues to make progress. It's been about 3 years since the $355 million construction project began. Assistant Community Development Director David Kriske has this quarterly update.
Caltrans is midway through the important Interstate 5 Empire Interchange project. This Caltrans and Metro-funded project continues to make good progress. Recently, Caltrans opened the southbound travel lanes to traffic and shifted traffic onto the new pavement. Now that that has occurred, their crews have moved over to the northbound side of the freeway, where they are demolishing old concrete, constructing supporting walls, and making good progress on the northbound lanes. In addition, the Caltrans seismic work at Buena Vista that was originally scheduled for the fall has been moved to January 2018. Residents and Burbankers are asked to avoid this area, as Buena Vista will be reduced to one lane in each direction so that Caltrans can reinforce the freeway bridge and prepare the interchange for final completion. Another milestone is nearing completion, as Caltrans will prepare to open the full Victory Place Bridge on Victory Place just north of the Empire Center. Travel lanes will be restored in this area, although there will still be detours as construction continues. Finally, the last major portion of the project to improve the freeway and expand capacity for motorists traveling through Burbank Boulevard, the Burbank Boulevard Bridge will be demolished and rebuilt wider and with more capacity for cars. However, this disruptive improvement will not occur until the Empire Interchange is open to traffic to provide alternatives to crossing the freeway.
I'm Peter Masurlian, and this has been What's New in Burbank.